Honking my horn at you is not illegal. I'm allowed to honk my horn all I want.
Okay. Sounds good. An officer pulls to the curb for a civilian following behind, honking their horn and flashing their lights constantly. After the civilian passes, the officer initiates a traffic stop. The insanity that follows is something the officer could have never expected.
The reason I stopped you is because you were honking at me and following at an unsafe distance?
No, I wasn't.
Okay. Okay, do you have your driver's license on you?
I sure don't.
23 com, who's that come back to?
You better call your chief right now, you
That's not very nice.
Well, I have the right to pull you over. You were on the phone and you were doing something wrong.
So you were trying to pull me over?
Did you not see the lights flashing?
Okay. Sounds good.
Get your chief down here now.
He's not coming.
Yeah,
and you're not free yet. I'm sorry, comm center, can you go ahead?
Your chief is coming down here, whether I got called him or your fat ass is bringing them down here.
This represents the initial legal infraction in the sequence of events. Per the motor vehicle codes of virtually every U.S. state, when a law enforcement officer conducts a lawful traffic stop supported by reasonable suspicion, the motorist is legally obligated to present a valid driver's license, vehicle registration, and proof of insurance, pursuant to the landmark U.S. Supreme Court ruling in Pennsylvania v. Mims, 1977, failing to comply with officer directives during a stop is unlawful. Furthermore, under statutes in states like Florida and Wisconsin, refusing to identify oneself or provide a license constitutes a misdemeanor offense, commonly categorized as failure to identify or obstruction.
And I'm not sure if I asked for another one, but I'll take one. He's refusing to identify himself.
I'm asking for your supervisor.
Supervisor can come down, but not my chief.
Your supervisor's gonna come here.
Okay.
Because you have no business pulling me over.
Okay. But you were trying to pull me over.
I didn't do nothing wrong. I was behind you. Can you determine from your mirrors what's safe? Because this says right here that may appear to be closer than
10-4, do we have any recent contacts with it?
Stand by. Confirming you said one's failing to identify.
10-4, the driver is.
10-4.
Scream for help. Get out of the car and scream for help.
The driver is talking to his own child, who's also in the vehicle.
Start screaming for help.
He's now got his child stepping out of the car to scream for help.
Help!
Bud, you don't have to do that.
Okay, he's going to do it because you're
Okay.
This behavior is not only morally reprehensible, but also carries severe legal liability. Should law enforcement determine that an individual is subjecting their own child to psychological trauma or creating a public disturbance detrimental to the child's well-being, they can file serious criminal charges such as child endangerment or contributing to the delinquency of a minor. Joe's actions legally justify law enforcement adopting a much stricter posture against him.
Requesting a supervisor now, if one is available.
It's not your supervisor.
Nope, he's on his way.
Okay.
We could just sit here and wait for him.
Because you were doing something illegal. I wasn't. I was behind you.
Okay.
Honking my horn at you is not illegal. I'm allowed to honk my horn all I want.
Okay. Sounds good. Sir, do you want me to explain the law to you? Or do you want my supervisor to?
The law that I was honking my horn at you?
No, that you have to identify yourself.
Only if I had committed a crime, which I have not done.
I told you the reason.
No, that's not a crime. Honking the horn at you is not a crime.
Okay.
You do realize that, right?
You're just getting yourself more tickets.
What law is honking the horn at you?
Okay.
What law, you dumb fat is honking the horn at you?
So the tickets I'm going to give you is for following too closely and unlawful use of horn are the two ones. That's furthering my reason for the ticket.
Pursuant to traffic regulations, such as Wisconsin state statutes, vehicle horns are legally restricted for use exclusively as emergency warnings to prevent hazard. Unnecessarily sounding the horn repeatedly and flashing headlights constitute direct infraction, specifically unlawful use of horn and following too closely. The officer explicitly informed Joe of these charges, a determination that is entirely legally sound.
And then if you don't give me your driver's license...
I'm waiting for your supervisor. Once I ask for your supervisor, you dumb You're supposed to go wait in your vehicle until he comes.
Okay, I don't have to wait in the car, and I'm not going to. I'm gonna wait right here.
Is it gonna be funny when I tell the judge that I was following behind you honking the horn because you were doing something wrong? And I just had a conversation with the day officer yesterday that says that I have the right to do something.
Oh, I know who you are.
Yeah, you dumb.
Okay, perfect. I know who he is. I'm gonna go back to my squad real quick and get some tickets.
You can't write me tickets. I asked for your supervisor, you fat man.
A common misconception among motorists is that demanding a supervisor constitutes a legal right that suspends their obligation to comply with officer directive or provide identification until that supervisor arrives. This is entirely erroneous. Requesting a supervisor is a matter of agency policy or professional courtesy, not a statutory right that excuses noncompliance. When an officer requests identification, it must be provided immediately. Utilizing the wait for a supervisor as a pretext to disobey a lawful order will legally be prosecuted as resisting or obstructing an officer in a court of law.
I'm recording. So, what's the stop for?
So I was going down Church Street, and he was flashing his lights at me and following like this close. I turned here, he's blaring his horn at me, so I pulled over. He got a 100 me, and I pulled him over for following too close and to see if he was in distress. He's failing to identify himself. I just happened to know because Kim had said she dealt with somebody who was very uncooperative, and I think it's him. Can I take him to jail for not identifying himself?
We know who he is.
No. I'm going to give him an obstruction ticket
It's up to you.
and following too close.
Yeah, if you want to start working on those, and
Yeah.
we'll get them out of here.
This fat yesterday was on the phone with me yesterday, and that's why she's here now.
Hey, Joe.
What?
What's up, man? I'm the supervisor. You want to talk to somebody?
Yes. Can I get
What's
out
going
for a
on?
second?
Just stay put. I can talk to you right here.
Okay, I was coming off of Ellis Street. This dumb came off of fucking Main Street. Had no blinker on when she made the turn. She was as well on her phone. I followed her down the road because I talked to somebody yesterday that made it very clear that if I had a problem with one of the officers, that I can most definitely make a complaint about it.
Okay.
So I was following her down the road to figure out who she was, and I was flashing my light and honking my horn.
Were
and
you
now she
behind
thinks-
her or in front of her?
I was behind her.
Okay.
And now she thinks she has the right to give me a ticket for honking my horn. I got every right to honk my f***ing horn.
How close were you to her?
I was a car length behind her.
Okay.
She swerved and hit the f***ing curb like a dumb bitch with her car over here,
Yeah, so he could go around me.
and I was nowhere close to being by her. Did I drive any closer to anybody else than I do any other day in the world?
So, I wasn't here, so I didn't see exactly what happened, but she says you're following too close behind her.
What
She
is too
stops you
close?
for that.
No, that's not what she stopped me for. She
For
said I
flashing
was
your lights or what?
She said I was honking my horn at her because I was trying to get her to stop. I was not following too closely.
Okay.
Can you guys prove it? What is the law when it follows too closely? What does the mirror say when you read them? What does that say? If you guys are so smart. Objects in mirror appear closer than they
It
are.
has nothing to do with what it says on the
Yeah,
mirror.
it does. It is a lawful statement on there.
Why do you always have to be so confrontational when you deal with us?
Because you guys, listen,
why?
this is about transparency. I have been being harassed by my neighbors time after time again, and you guys allow it to happen. This called me yesterday harassing me, and then now she's pulling me over because she's breaking the law. And you guys want to write me a ticket because you don't want to sit in front of a judge in front of
For
one of your...
what? Talking on her cell phone?
Is it against the law to be using electronic devices while operating a vehicle? Is it against the law in the state of Wisconsin?
Not to talk on your cell phone like this. No, it is not.
Since when is it not to be on your phone?
In a construction zone, it is. If you're on your phone like this, you can be hands-free in a construction zone, but you can be on your cellular device talking on the phone like this. That is not illegal. Okay, for us or for anybody driving, unless you're in a construction zone.
Okay.
The supervisor provided a clear and articulate explanation of the applicable law. In numerous jurisdictions, including Wisconsin, law enforcement officers and emergency responders are statutorily exempt from prohibitions against using communication devices while operating a vehicle in the line of duty. Furthermore, even if a law enforcement officer commits a traffic infraction, a citizen's proper legal remedy is to file a formal administrative complaint at the police station, not to pursue, honk at, or tailgate the officer in an attempt to enforce traffic laws on the highway. By attempting to act as a self-appointed vigilante, Joe committed approximately prosecutable criminal offense.
Okay, so if she's on her cell phone,
I don't care what
she
you guys
can be
are
on there
doing.
talking.
Anytime you guys are doing something wrong, this is what it's going to be. And if you guys are going to try to pull me over and give me a ticket for doing something wrong, we can take it to court and we can make this a
that's
thing
your
with
right.
Madison.
That's your right to take it to court, Joel. Just like you took that disorderly conduct ticket to court when we dealt with you down at the
This
school.
dumb bitch literally
Listen,
said in front of my kids
It ain't
that
gonna do you any good.
I don't give a dude. What are you going to do? Not a thing. Because obviously you're letting this fat do what the she wants anyways.
She's just doing her job.
No, she's
if
not.
If you don't agree with it, you can argue
How
in
is
court.
she doing her
We're not
job?
gonna argue
What
out
is the
here.
law when it comes to traveling too closely in the city? In the
Following
city.
at an unsafe, unreasonable distance
And
where you
what
wouldn't
it
have
is?
time to brake.
Oh, so when that fat hit the curb back there, I didn't have time to go around her?
I don't know. I wasn't here.
Ask that fat she hit the curb.
I can ask her.
Go
What
ahead.
difference is it going to make?
Because that proves that I wasn't close enough to hit her, because when she hit the curb, then I would have hit her, wouldn't you not?
Fight in court, Joe. I'm not going to sit here and argue with you all day. Okay?
Oh, yeah, because
So-
you're a f***ing dumb, fat, worthless piece of shit.
Hang tight and until she's done, and then you're free to go after that.
Giving me no tickets to the window.
Well, we're going to give them to you, so. Yeah, I can't hear you either, bud.
Dumb piece of shit.
If you know what's good for you, you'll stay in your car and wait till we're done.
Did I break the law?
Okay? So stay put. Don't make this any worse than it has to be, Joel.
What are you going to do about it?
Stop.
I dare any one of you dumb to try to put your hands on me.
Just stop. We don't want to have to.
No, you started this. You're allowing your
I didn't
officer.
start anything.
No, I was behind your fat officer.
If you be quiet and give us a minute, we'll be done here.
No, there's no minute, you dumb.
Well, whatever, Joel. Obviously, we're not going to come to any sort of agreement here. So,
Write me another ticket for this horn?
yeah, if you continue to do it.
Joe's conduct squarely falls under the legal classification of disorderly conduct. When an individual's shouting, profanity, and recalcitrant behavior in a public setting results in a breach of the peace, law enforcement possesses the statutory authority to effect an arrest. Had Joe simply provided his identification and accepted the traffic citation, he likely could have departed within 2 minutes. However, his protracted 30-minute tirade provided law enforcement with unquestionable probable cause to place him under arrest.
We just take it to DC at this point.
What's that?
Take him to jail for DC.
Stop, Joel.
Need to unlock the car, or I will smash that window open.
For what?
Get out.
For what?
Step out, Joel.
You're under arrest for disorderly conduct.
Disorderly conduct? A ticket?
Was going to be a ticket, but now it's not.
Joel, you make this stuff worse, dude, by the way
Dude,
you
you guys
act.
did this. This fat called me yesterday.
Just
Let me
stop.
go.
Joel, knock it off.
She got me by the throat.
on me.
She's got me by the throat. Stop. She's got me by the throat.
Come on.
She's got me by the throat.
Joel,
She's got me by the throat. She's
Joel.
got me by the throat.
stop.
She's got me by the throat.
Okay.
Dude, you're on a camera.
Oh,
Making fabricated accusations in the modern era of body-worn cameras is thoroughly ill-advised. When the footage is presented in court, both the judge and jury will plainly observe that law enforcement did not grasp his neck. Legally speaking, if an individual resists apprehension, officers are authorized to employ reasonable force to effect custody. Because Joe was actively obstructing the officers, they physically secured him. This does not constitute police brutality. Rather, it is an entirely lawful tactical takedown.
She's got me by the throat.
Joe, nobody's got you by the throat.
She's got me by the throat.
Joel, you need to...
Dude, you guys are
Listen.
doing this over nothing.
We're going to do another search.
Dude, you're
Let
letting
them
them
finish
over
searching you.
pushing their boundaries.
No, I'm not.
For what?
You're the one
What?
that's being the jerk out here.
Why?
We're not doing anything.
How am I
to you.
being a jerk?
Because the way you're acting.
Dude, I just got pulled over for nothing.
It's not for nothing, Joel. She explained to you why she pulled you over. You just don't agree with it. That's the problem.
Does that sound good?
So is it this going to be lawful by a judge that you guys are arresting somebody for
You'll have your
honking
day in
their horn?
court. You'll have your day in court.
All right, let's go.
Wait until I find where you are. Push me again.
Knock it off. Come on, Joel. Knock it off, dude. You're
Well, she's f***ing pushing me, dude.
This represents the most critical turning point of the incident. Previously, Joe's infractions were classified as misdemeanors. However, the moment he attempted to physically strike or headbutt a law enforcement officer, the offense escalated immediately into a severe felony charge, battery on a law enforcement officer. Pursuant to state statutes in jurisdictions like Florida or Wisconsin, committing physical violence against an officer carries the severe consequence of multi-year incarceration.
You don't gotta push us back.
I f***ing tripped on my foot.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I did.
You're lying.
Stop f***ing me.
Battery to law enforcement too.
No, stop f***ing hit me.
Joe, get in the
They're
car.
punching me.
No, we're not. Sit down. Get your feet in now.
Feet in.
Stop.
Put your feet in.
Joe.
There's my throat.
We're just trying to get you in the car.
Nope, that's on camera.
It is.
That was my throat, you dumb.
Get in. Put your feet in, Joe.
No.
Now.
Stop, dude.
Then put your feet in.
Stop.
We don't want to have to pull you
Dude,
in.
you guys are harassing me.
Joel, slide in your feet, please.
Dude, I will headbutt you.
Do it. See what happens.
Run, dude.
You want me to sneeze him?
You're about to get tased, dude.
Dude, I'm gonna. I want my kid.
Jesus Christ.
Roll my window down so I tell my kid to stop. I'm trying to tell my kid to stop. Roll my window down.
No.
I'm going to tell him to stop. You heard
No.
him. He has disabilities. Stop. I'm going to sue you. I'm going to sue you, you stupid.
En route to the jail.
You think the judge is going to be very happy this all started over honking my horn?
I don't
You
know.
think my lawyer's going to be happy with that? Because I can tell you right now, it's not.
Okay.
An officer remained with Joe's child until his grandmother arrived to pick him and the vehicle up. Joe was charged with resisting obstructing an officer, disorderly conduct, and battery to a law enforcement officer. While the suspect never sued over this matter as promised, court records indicate the suspect has been repeatedly sued in court for injunctions against abusive conduct, failing to pay rent, repeated issues of failing to pay child support, disputes over child paternity, failing to pay rent, and civil evictions. In both 2023 and 2024, the suspect was prohibited against engaging in conduct or contact with certain victims he had previously targeted. The suspect also has an extensive criminal history, listing dozens of suspected misdemeanor and felony charges. In the incident presented in the Bodycam, the suspect ultimately pleaded guilty to resisting or obstructing an officer twice. The matter was fully adjudicated last month, and he was sentenced to 12 months of probation, required to write a letter of apology, attend anger management, and work to obtain full-time employment.
This scenario illustrates a routine resolution within the criminal justice system. Realizing that the body cam evidence rendered a trial victory virtually impossible, Joe opted to enter a plea agreement with the prosecution and plead guilty. Ironically, his frequent threats to initiate civil lawsuits against law enforcement came to nothing, as his legal positions were entirely baseless. Furthermore, his prior criminal record indicates a recurring pattern of unlawful behavior. Law enforcement officers and supervisor, lawful. The officers and the supervisor managed the entire incident with exemplary professionalism and restraint. They repeatedly afforded Joe opportunities to comply, provided clear legal explanations, and even after he exhibited physical violence, executed the arrest systematically without employing excessive force. Their actions were entirely lawful and procedurally flawless. Joe's suspect, unlawful and egregious offender Joe's conduct was profoundly arrogant, illegal, and reprehensible. Following a minor traffic infraction, his obstinacy regarding presenting identification escalated a routine stop into a severe felony offense. Most egregiously, he involved his disabled child in this volatile confrontation. Under the law, he is entitled to neither leniency nor sympathy. He was entirely in the wrong and acted as a criminal.